Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes. Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-26-88-888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier. Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act. First opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates.
Life is a journey. It's not about how you start your journey, but how you actually run. That's what matters. Some people have supporters when they start the journey, others don't. And those who do not actually have supporters, they also make it in life. Welcome to Pop Talk here at CBS TV. My name is Joseph Mathenge. I have a guest here. I have a guest today who has come all the way from Kirinyaga, and she has a story to tell. Welcome, Agnes.
Thank you very much.
AKA Nessie.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about yourself.
Thank you for having me. My name is Agnes Gaka, born and bred from Kirinyaga County, from a village called Kangaru in Kagio in Mutiti Ward, Mwea constituency. So I was born in Kirinyaga, bred, and also attended my schools in Kirinyaga, primary school, high school. I went to Kabare Girls, still in Kirinyaga, then pursued my university here in Nairobi. And I'm grateful. I pursued education where I became a teacher for 12 years. Then I decided to quit and join business and politics. So that's where we are at.
So now let's go deeper into your story. Actually, challenges that you've encountered in life. Your early life, tell us about your early life. Actually, how you are brought up by your parents, to maybe you went to primary school, secondary school, university, and then you continue like that. Tell us about that.
Well, I attended 2 primary schools. One from where I started my learning from nursery to class 7. Then from class 7, I transferred to a different school because I felt I needed to go to a school that would take me to my dream high school. And the week I transferred, I got an accident while riding to school. I used to use a bicycle to school because the distance was long. So when I got that accident, I was in class 7, just a week after I transferred. That was in the year 2000. The accident happened in a very funny way because I used to leave home around 6 a.m. and I would use 45 minutes to get to the school I was going to. So in between, in a town called Kagio, I got an accident. I remember it was a market day. And I was hit by a school van of another primary school. And the irony was, the driver was the owner, who was a good friend to my father.
Oh, okay.
Now, when I got to know that, it became a bit complicated. You don't know how this one will be solved. So back to the accident. It was a funny one because I was not bruised, but my bag ilichapwa ikaenda kwa soko. Remember I said it was a market day. It was a market day, yes. Yes, so I saw someone bringing the bag. I didn't know even whether I've been hit or not. Then my bicycle had been crumpled and it was in bad shape. But luckily, I only got a bruise with a love sign.
With a love sign? With
a love sign. I don't know what the meaning of that was. To date, I've never, and it just cleared the other day. So probably it was God showing me how he loves me. I don't know. So after that, another neighbor who was a friend to my dad. My dad was by then he was teaching at a primary primary school called Gathudini. He was the head teacher. He was also riding. He didn't have a car by that time.
She had a bicycle also.
Yes, he had a bicycle.
It was
he passed the scene of accident. He didn't know it was his daughter who was hit. So a person who saw him, by then we didn't have mobile phones. They were very rare. So they had to follow him. You know the way we say you follow that person, like a livestock. So he was told that his daughter has been hit, but he found me already at the bicycle repairers. Together with his friend of his. With a friend, now the owner of the bus. The owner of the van, it was a van. It was a van, yes. So when, I don't know what they talked, but after the bicycle was repaired, I was told to go to school. So you proceeded? I proceeded. School, Now, the story I had was that somebody rushed home to tell my mom that your girl has died because she has been hit by a lorry. Na amekufa, hatujui amepelekwa hospitali gani. That was a very shocking and also misinformation. So you can imagine, I want to believe my mom was shocked. But she tells me, she said, till she sees me dead, that's when she will believe. So she prepared herself and went to the town. Then she met with a few people who saw the accident, and then they told her, if you really want to know where your daughter is, talk to a certain guy who sells chicken, chini ya mti. Remember it was a market day. It was a market day. So chini ya mti, that's where watu walikuwa wanauza na kununua kuku. So she went there. akamtafuta and she was told,
yes.
Mama Wambui,
Yeah.
angekuwa amekufa ningekuwa nishakwambia.
Oh, that's
so at
amazing,
least it
yeah.
was a sigh of relief to
A
her.
sigh of relief, yeah.
But now remember, back
Yes.
at home, people
Yes.
already have the information
Yes,
that
you are dead.
I'm dead.
Oh.
So they started assembling home, you know, for
Now,
Mbelezi.
now those who are mourners now gathering
yes,
at home.
the mourners.
Yes, yes.
You know, of course, to go say pole, to
Yes.
Skia.
Yes.
Me, I went to school.
Yes.
I got to school around 9, 10. Of course, the headmaster had been told about it.
Yes.
So he just allowed me to go to class.
Okay.
So after that, I went home around 6. You don't want to imagine the surprise on people's
now
faces.
there were so many people at home. Mourners had actually.
Yes, mourners have come and then, you know, ni kama wameona ghost.
Yes.
Mtu mwenye alikuwa ameambiwa amekufa sasa amefufuka.
Aye.
Yeah,
and everybody was actually shocked, and some of them you want to believe were
almost running.
Yeah, almost running. That's what I want to believe. Yes.
So that happened, and of course we told them it wasn't major.
Yes.
The year celebrated for at least a life was saved.
A life was saved, yes.
Yes, and that was it. So that was class 7. I cleared class 8.
Yes.
I got good grades. I went to Kabare Girls, where I also cleared.
Yes.
I passed, but by then I missed campus with 2 points.
With 2 points,
I enrolled to Kagumo Teachers Training College. I graduated, I became a teacher.
Okay.
Of course, so many hassles here and there before the TSC.
Yes.
Then I got my first TSC. I always say my first and last TSC appointment. Because the station where I was first posted by TSC was my last station where I resigned.
So that was the first and the last station where you resigned?
TSC.
Yeah, and TSC, yes. Okay. Yeah.
But before TSC, I had taught in other schools for around 3 years. So in total, in teaching, I taught for 12 years.
Oh, 12 years.
Yes. But during that teaching, the teaching experience, I interacted with very needy students.
Needy students, okay.
Needy students. Some that I would take to hospitals, of course, with the permission from the principal.
Yes, yes.
And some I would even buy shopping because they would even come without personal items.
Because of where they had come from.
Yes, the needy background or that.
Yes.
Some that would even finance to pay their school fees.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So at some point I felt my calling would be, I mean my passion, I would be able to help these people when I have a larger place.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I'm not confined. You know, a school is a
you'll be
confined. Yes.
Yes.
Time.
Yeah.
You don't have much time. Okay. You know, resources are also not enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took the bold step and I decided.
Yes.
I quit. So I delved into business. But then again, I was like, I need social capital. I need to know people. You know, when you're in school, you don't know many people. It was election year.
So how did your early life encourage you, or rather, made you actually pursue in life in your youthful years?
I grew up from, let me say, an average background. My dad was a teacher, primary school teacher. My mom was a housewife, but housewife business farmer.
Yes.
So I felt that I need to make the society a better place.
Yes.
And especially for the girl child.
Yeah.
Because I grew up knowing most of the girls were not pursuing their dreams.
Yes.
And also I felt I need to be an example and a hope to those girls.
Yes.
That we can grow up from kutembea miguu.
Yes.
Kwenda shule bila viatu.
Yes.
Being chosen, I mean being told to go home because of lack of school fees. And you still pursue your dreams.
Okay.
Like you can become what you want to be.
Yes.
Not don't base it purely on your background.
Yes.
You can pursue what you want to be regardless.
Regardless of your background. Of your background, yes.
Yes. And so I also know I have a calling of helping people. Because even today we have a foundation called Dozi Mission Foundation.
It's called?
Dozy
Foundation.
Mission
Foundation, yes.
Where I'm the
Yes.
patron.
You are the patron
We
of this
sponsor
foundation, yes.
Needy students.
Yes.
Actually, there is even a lady that we have even built for a house.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she's
Yes.
very needy.
Yes.
Because she is also epileptic.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that.
so
Yes.
I felt I have that calling
Yes.
to help the needy in the society, and I
Yes.
felt that maybe by me sacrificing being comfortable in teaching, you know, when you are employed,
Yes.
you are comfortable.
You are comfortable, yes, when you're employed.
I felt maybe that sacrifice
Yes.
will help me help the needy,
help the
and
needy
be in a
this.
position where I can help them, because
Yes.
I'm also able to grow my social capital out here.
Yes, yes.
And that's where I said I
Yes.
resigned
Yes.
in 2022 January
Yes.
31st,
2022 January, that first.
an election year.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yes.
sat down and asked myself, Agnes, you've resigned,
Yes.
you're in a business.
Yeah.
How do you get your social capital?
Okay. Okay.
So I decided it's
Yeah.
an election year.
Yes.
What can I lose if I join?
If you join, you didn't have that fear in the event in case you lose it in the
No, the
election.
worst
You
that
don't make
can
it.
happen in an election is losing at the election.
Okay.
Yes, not
Okay.
being elected. That's the
Not-
worst that can happen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And okay, I knew I'm daring, but I never knew I would dare a national election.
Okay.
So
Yes.
so yes, I got into it.
Yeah.
I remember I announced my candidacy when the president came
Yes.
for Msafara.
Yes. Yes. That
Nobody
was
knew I'm vying. Nobody. So
so you took advantage of the Msafara, or
I
what?
took advantage of the Msafara.
Yes.
I remember, I think it was on a 16th February,
Yes.
after I had resigned on 31st January.
How many weeks were after?
2 weeks.
2 weeks after the resignation, you now
I
the president
decided to get into politics.
into politics.
Yes, without knowing where to begin.
Is that
Like,
that was the first time you thought of vying? You thought, joining politics. Before then, you didn't have that in mind.
I never even was, like, I didn't have an interest in
Yes.
politics. Like, you'd
Yeah.
even ask me who is the Speaker of the County Assembly.
You
I
didn't
would
know
tell
who?
you, I didn't know.
You don't know who? Okay.
I didn't know.
Yes.
You would ask me who is the CS for what, I didn't know.
Okay.
But now something just triggered me, and I thought, what will I lose? I can only gain. I will be known, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
therefore, I decided, come and buy.
So tell me about this Msafara of rice. That then what that was Uhuru,
No, the current
the
one.
current president.
Yes.
He was vying that time.
Yes, he was also a candidate.
He was a candidate. Then he
Yes.
was a deputy president.
Yes.
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 That time, you decided to vie for the MCA.
Yes.
Were you given an opportunity to address the Congress?
Yes, we were, and
the
you can imagine how shaky I was.
How did you get your way to the?
Okay, luckily, what happens during these Safaras?
Yes.
You'll always, the aspirants will always be invited to talk.
Yes. Yes.
And that was where I started my journey.
You are not aspirant then. That time.
I decided I'm an aspirant there and
on the spot during the Msafara.
Yes.
And nobody questioned that. You just said, I want
to.
Yes.
Who should question you? It's an election here. If you decide you want to be a candidate, you become one. Yes.
Okay, that was very interesting. And also,
yeah, actually, the only person who really encouraged me is my eldest brother.
Okay.
Okay, he works for the details. Huh?
Yes.
So he told me, if you fear,
yes,
just know I'm just
You're
standing
next to you. Okay, he
and
was there to encourage you.
Yes, he stood there. So
Yes.
I looked at him and he was like, yes, you can do it.
Oh, he was a very actually.
that time the DP is here and
Yes.
you're holding the microphone. My first time.
Your first time, and here you're talking.
Yes.
The deputy president is there.
Is
then
here, is the one giving me the mic.
And you
It
want to
was a
buy.
nice feeling.
Oh my! This is that was
Yes.
actually a moment I recall actually in life.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's the time I was like, so you mean I can do this?
Yes.
And I decided now
Yes.
a journey has begun.
Okay.
And this journey I have to finish.
Yes.
Yes.
So what is your purpose and the push to serve people of your praise?
The purpose.
Yes.
I think it's more of a calling, more of a passion.
Yes.
I like giving back to the community. I
Yes.
don't know where it came from, but I believe my parents also do that.
Okay.
So, like, I grew up knowing you can't cook food just for yourself.
Okay.
My mom to date cooks with a large sufuria. And
the
they are
event?
maybe just 3 people.
Just in
the
case you have
event,
visitors, or maybe
just in case
passers-by,
somebody is passing by.
unexpected
Na hata
visitors.
waikosa chai.
We never lack anything to eat in that home.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I think it got nurtured from a tender age.
Yes.
And that's where maybe it got cultivated into what I do today. Yes.
So I want to go back to this, that moment when you decided to vie for this position. I want to know how was that received by people around? Because there were many people, of course, who had gathered.
Oh my, they were surprised. They say I'm soft-spoken. They say I look soft.
Yes.
That I can't handle such.
Yes.
Actually, I remember my mom called me akaniuliza, hiyo ni Photoshop nimeona mkiwa Naruto.
That was they thought it was a Photoshop.
Yes.
But it was not.
It was not.
Okay.
So she even actually told me I would want to attend one of your meetings.
That was now
Now I got into the campaigns.
Into the campaigns, yes.
Yeah, she was like, I would want to attend your meetings and hear how you speak to
how you
people.
speak. Now on that point,
yes.
Let's take a break, and we'll come back shortly after this break.
Thank you.
Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act fast, opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates.
Institute, empowering you with in-demand skills. At Competitive Training Institute, we equip you with practical, job-ready skills that open doors both locally and internationally. Whether you're aiming to become a qualified caregiver, certified plumber, skilled automotive mechanic, or want to learn a foreign language like French, our hands-on training, guided by experienced instructors and aligned with market demands, ensures you're ready to compete and succeed in today's job market. We don't just train, we help you get hired. Our job placement team supports you in finding meaningful work after graduation. We are proudly accredited by NITA, ensuring high standards in all we offer. Ready to begin? Call us on 020-200-192 or 0721 223081 or email us at competitivetraining@gmail.com. Your journey starts here. Let's build your future together.
Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes. Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-26-88-888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier.
Welcome back to our episode, Pep Talk, here at CBS TV. We have our guest here, Agnes Gaka, and she's here again to talk about her story. Continue, Agnes. Nessie. Jina mta. Now, you finally made it and became an MCA. Tell us now the journey, your experience as a leader. The first year, the second year, and now this is the third year. Yes.
Maybe just to correct that.
Yes.
I was at position 3.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but the experience I got is what up to now is making me want to go for the county MP, Kirinyaga County.
Kirinyaga County, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened after the nominations, I went independent because I decided the journey I started, I have to finish.
You have to finish the journey.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't quit in between.
In any race, you don't quit.
No,
they
don't quit. I have to finish.
Winners never quit.
Yes. And I wanted to see how can I do it.
Yes.
It being my first time.
Yeah.
And I want to believe there are people who are called God-sent helpers.
There you
because there is a man who held my hand and took me round Motidi. Motidi is the ward where I was vying.
Yes, Motidi
I didn't know people. I
yes.
didn't know where to start. But that man sacrificed himself in respect of my father because they were good friends.
Yes.
He told me, if you've decided this, I'll take you around and I'll show you all the people that I want that will support you.
Yes.
And that was it. And I believe the experience I got, because I think politics is addictive.
It is. Tell us about it.
Once you start, you don't feel like quitting.
Okay.
Sometimes you say, maybe I won't even start, blah, blah, blah. Then something happens and you're like, oh, yes, I want to. I have to.
Yes.
So right now, we all know what is happening.
Yeah.
And I decided I'll go for county MP, that is the women rep, Kirinyaga County.
Okay.
Yes, and that's where we are.
Okay. Now tell us about now during this time you have been after the election. Tell us more. There are more experiences you've actually, or rather, you have so many experiences or challenges and episode in life you've come across. Yes. Tell us about that.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, there are people who disappear after elections.
We know.
And of course, after you don't make it.
Yeah, sure.
I think I was made of a different material.
Yeah.
Because the election happened on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Wednesday, of course, is getting the results. Thursday. Friday, I went to the market.
Again, after the election, you went to the market?
Yes. I
Friday.
said,
yes.
acha niharakishe healing.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
First of all, on Wednesday night, I congratulated the person who won.
Yes.
And people were like, why have you surrendered so fast? I mean, wait for everything, for the final results and all that.
Yeah.
I told them, remember UDA is the one on the ground.
Okay.
Already we were UDA, ashatupatia gap kubwa.
There was a gap already. So there was a big gap between you and now this other person.
So I considered the defeat and congratulated him and moved on.
Yes.
There are people who went missing even for 2 months plus.
After the election, they disappeared. They vanished.
Myself, I decided, mapema ndio best, kuhil haraka haraka na kurudi soko.
And you did it.
And I did it perfectly. I think people mourned on my behalf.
Yes.
Because there are people who really got affected.
Yes.
They were like, oh, Amboy, we thought you will win and all this blah. But I was like, you know, for myself, I knew it was my first time.
It was the first time, and
I already knew I had made a mess when I quit UDA.
Yes.
So it's like something I was prepared for. Remember, Skiza ground.
The ground was different.
Yes, the ground was different.
Yes.
So myself, the election happened on Tuesday. Friday I went to the market, nakutana na wamama wanasema, oh, you Amboi tulikuchagua. I tell them there is always a next time.
What was the purpose of going to the market that day? Was it to meet your people? I mean, the
purpose Actually, I went alone,
Yes.
and I decided I'm
Yes.
facing this head on.
Yes.
Because I need to heal to move on and start my business. Because crying will not make me
Yes.
be the winner.
Yes.
Crying will not make me get what I lost.
Yes.
So I think I heal fast
Yes.
in all situations. So
Yes.
the purpose of going to the market is I wanted to know how people will react after they see me.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So during this time, I'm sure now since then, I'm sure you've met so many people around.
Oh, yes.
Probably there are those who did not vote for you.
Yes.
Do you think if today we were to go for an election today, they will actually vote for you?
One thing that I have made them know
Yes.
is that I will not be buying. I will not
Yes.
be buying for the MCA.
Yes.
And therefore, actually, there are some aspirants who have already told me, Wambui, we need your blessings. Can
Yes.
we go ahead? And I tell them gladly, yes, because I'm not interested in
You're
that
not
seat.
interested in that.
I'm interested in another one.
On the higher one.
Yes.
There you want to have that higher position.
Yes.
And you've already worked on the ground properly. You know for sure if today you were to go on the ground, people will not come to you.
Tunajitayarisha bado.
Bado ni majitayarisho inaendelea.
Yes.
Okay. Sasa hebu tuambie kidogo. Now that you have actually made it in life, in that you've actually taken a step, you've gone that far. Do you think maybe there is something that you can tell people who probably have never thought of starting something, or even they don't believe in themselves? Yeah.
Well, it all starts by believing in yourself.
Yes.
And trusting that you have some power within you.
Yeah.
It's that power within us
Yes.
that pushes us
Okay.
to the heights.
Yes.
And also, I believe I was cut for more.
Yeah.
I'm not the type, I think I'm too ambitious.
Which is that's actually
Yeah, sometimes I even say maybe one day I'll be the president. You never know.
By all means, actually,
Yes.
you will by all means.
These are people, they have red blood in them.
It
You know,
is
there's
true.
nothing different.
None of them was
Yeah,
actually
so-
harvested like maize.
Yes.
They were all born like
Exactly, they were
yes.
born by women.
By women. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
so
true. Yes,
that's why I always say never fear to reach what you want.
yeah, sure.
Reach out.
Yeah.
If you don't get it,
Yes.
you'll get lessons.
You get lessons.
And
Okay.
the worst that can happen is not getting.
Okay.
Yes.
So there are people, of course, in this life who ought to have been maybe ministers, leaders, but because of that fear, they did not actually start their life and all that.
Yeah.
And they are here actually watching and actually listening to what you are saying. What do you have to tell them? Probably they gave up in life. There you are.
That's the worst mistake they ever did.
Yes,
All I can say is life is full of chances.
yes.
If you miss one, you know ile tunaambiwa lia kama ambulance.
Yes, maybe you need to tell me that.
Unalia ukisonga.
Yes.
Don't cry while standing.
Oh, lia kama ambulance, because
Yes,
the ambulance is actually moving.
ambulance
It's making
inalia ikisonga.
Yeah,
So you
Never
heal
know.
on the way.
I've never heard of that
Yes,
before.
lia kama ambulance.
Okay,
Lia ukisonga.
ukisonga.
Because in this life, I always tell myself,
Yes.
I only got myself.
Uh-huh.
You see, there is a photo
Yes.
that was trending another time, that me versus me. Me, I'm down, and there's me standing, so I'm pulling me pulling me.
Yes.
It's only God who got
Yes.
me. And if you have that, you'll know that in this world, you will not mind what people will say.
Now
Of
tell
course,
me,
people will
no-
discourage you.
Yes.
They'll say this is a man thing,
Yes.
you don't have this.
Yes.
And of course, men in politics are
Yes.
intimidating.
They're intimidating.
Yes. So
Now-
you have to put that bridge. Tumetoka kwa Madhakarua.
Oh,
so
yes, you are
the
sure.
iron lady, so we are iron ladies.
You are, in fact, Madhakarua is from your area actually.
Yes.
Oh, and this is an iron
These
lady
are
also.
women that we look up to.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, during this campaign, you must have actually spent money, a lot of money. You spend a lot of money, resources, and all that. You are a strong woman, I can say.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe you can tell me about that, because at home, people support. Did you have supporters or maybe support system? How did you make it?
I'll say it's during such moments that
Yes.
you get to know your true friends, your family,
Yeah.
and the people who believe in you.
Yeah.
Because trust me, there are strangers who even came in to finance me
Yes.
just because they felt. I'll tell you, previously
Yes.
in that ward,
Yes.
there had been no women vying.
Uh-huh.
So myself and another lady, we became the first ones.
Why do you think so? There are no women vying?
No, this is why I told you
Yes.
I came out
Yes.
to give hope for those ladies and girl child in that ward,
Yes.
that what a man can do, a woman can do.
Okay.
Let them not be intimidated.
Yes.
Let them not feel less of a human being, or leadership is for men.
Yeah.
So it happened that some of them were like, hey, umejitolea, we've never had a woman vie, so let me just support you.
Okay.
Some did my posters.
Oh.
These where sometimes you call shots and say, some people that I never knew we
Yes.
would meet
Yeah.
or sit on the same table
Yes.
supported me.
Those were strangers.
They were
You
strangers
never
that
knew
we
them.
met during campaigns,
Yes.
and I think my manifesto got them to help me.
They were inspired
They
by
were
the
inspired,
yeah,
and maybe they just
manifesto.
felt she
Yes.
has a dream only, that maybe she doesn't have people to carry her off, and they decided they'll be the ones to take my hands.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. And now there are some who probably never had anybody to support them. And also in our day-to-day life, like we said earlier on, you may not have somebody to support you. Even as you continue, you feel that you need support, but there's no that support. What do you think? I mean, how would one take that one?
I believe
How would you tackle that one?
I
in
believe
yes.
hata ukakuwa umechukiwa sana,
Yes.
hakuwezi kosa mmoja na kusupport.
Uh-huh.
Lean on that person.
You lean on that person who
Yes.
comes on you to,
And
yes, yes,
mostly lean
yes.
on God. Always say, God, I get you into this, start and be my end, you know.
Yeah.
Tunatembea na wewe. Of course there will be those challenges, mpaka mtu tukanwa.
Yes.
Narushiwa matusi. But
Yes.
you have to grow
Yes.
a thick skin,
Yeah.
especially when you decide to be a woman in politics. Yes.
Now, if you are to vote, because now you'll be fine for the next election,
Oh, yes.
what is it that you'll do differently?
Kusikiza ground.
Kusikiza ground.
Yes.
Maybe expound on that.
Kusikiza ground
Yes.
means chama yenye iko kwa ground.
Yeah.
Afadhali ushinde ufanye party politics.
Is it that, so you're talking about the party,
Yes.
not about your manifesto?
I had everything else right.
Yes.
Kusikiza ground.
Yeah.
Ndio nilisikiza na hii ikatokea hapa. So this time nataka nisikize na hii na nisikize na hii zikae
Yes.
katikati.
Now, what's your comparison of round 1 and round 2
Round 1 and round 2
of politics? Now, the first and the second experience.
Now with this one I want to believe I'm better equipped. I know the wrongs I did in 2022 that
Okay.
I will not repeat this time round, as I have said,
Yes.
ground.
Yeah.
Tusikize ground.
To skill the ground.
Yes.
Okay. And now, do you think we have young girls who would wish actually to vie, but they don't have support? Do you think they can also follow your...
They don't have what?
They don't have support,
Support.
or maybe even somebody to encourage or even to lift them. Do you think, and should they actually look upon you?
Oh yes, I always say I'm for women empowerment.
Yes.
I love seeing women win. All I can say is, even if you don't have support out there, believe in yourself. Reach out to some of us. We'll hold your hand. Yes.
Now, tell me, what is going on in your mind and your past now, as we speak?
My mind and...
In terms of leadership and all that, yes, and say during that time you're vying, and when you made it, and when you went after the election, what was going on in your mind?
between the time I vied and the elections,
Yes.
I just wanted to make Motidi a better place. It's a place I've grown in.
Yes.
So like the roads, I wanted to make sure all the feeder roads are all season, you know. There are places with no bridges.
Yes.
And there are kids going to school. That's a risk, you know.
Yes.
A kid could be crossing and then they fall into the river.
Yes.
I basically wanted to make it a better place. If there are those unemployed youths, we could have done something, not just white collar jobs.
Yes.
There are those jobs you can do by skills. You know, establish something where you can introduce. We have polytechnic in Motidi. Just equip it well. Make sure that those people maybe after Form 4, instead of going just to do the boda or getting employed as house girls, everything, let them have a skill. And actually that's where I say CBC came to help. Let's not all look at the white collar jobs. Sisi wote hatuwezi toshea huko. Some of us left the white collar jobs to come and hustle out here.
It is better having,
so having a skill is better than being employed.
So let's take a break. We'll come back to after a short break.
Looking to build a better future in the Gulf, exciting job opportunities in Saudi Arabia for Kenyans. Competitive Manpower International Limited is currently recruiting for a wide range of skilled and semi-skilled positions. We are now hiring helpers for 1,200 Saudi riyals, steel fixers at 1,500 Saudi riyals, shuttering carpenters at 1,500 Saudi riyals, masons at 1,500 Saudi riyals, charge hands at 1,500 Saudi riyals, foremen at 1,800 Saudi riyals, scaffolders at 1,200 Saudi riyals, welders at 1,500 Saudi riyals, and plumbers at 1,500 Saudi riyals. Call us today on 020-222-4844 or 0721-506627 or 0733-392180. Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes. Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-26-88888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier.
Join our team at AYTB in partnership with Competitive Manpower. AYTB is seeking qualified candidates for the following positions: Technical Advisor, QA or QC Personnel, Shop Coordinator, Report Organizer, Rotating Equipment Repair Technician, Valve Overhaul Technician, Machining Technician.
Contact us today on 0721-506627 or 0733-392180. 2180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Welcome back again to our Pep Talk here at CBS News TV. Our guest, Agnes, is here with us. Again, Agnes, karibu. Nessie, I like to call you Nessie because that's a jina mtae.
I actually like it.
Okay, now, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, tell us about, you've made it live, probably you've not made it. Apart from politics.
I'm almost.
You're almost,
Niko hapo kwa safari.
Kwa safari, unangangana tu.
Tunangangana.
It's okay.
Yes.
Now tell us about this. Apart from politics, away from politics, now what else do you do?
Well, when I'm not in politics,
Yes.
I'm in business. And this is also another sector
Yes.
where people told me I'm daring
Okay.
because I'm in construction industry. That is majorly, we can say it's a male-dominated sector
Yes, it is
industry.
indeed here in Kenya.
And actually, people ask, how do you manage? And the way we just said,
Yes.
believe in yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm in construction, I'm a contractor.
Yeah.
We do roads, we do buildings, we do supplies. Supplies apart from oxygen.
You supply when
we
you talk of supply,
everything,
you supply anything.
Anything that you can name of. So basically that's what I do.
Okay.
And maybe just to merge the politics and the business I do, I would say politics has helped me in my business because when I go knocking in some offices, I'm not a stranger.
Okay.
At least it's a name that has been seen out there in the streets.
Yes.
And therefore introducing myself becomes easy.
Okay.
Yes, so at least politics has given me a pedestal to step on.
Okay.
I want to believe so. Yes, and I'm here who loves traveling. I also love traveling a lot.
How far have you gone traveling? Maybe you can tell me.
In and out of Kenya.
You've been to various...
To several countries.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely. Now,
actually, traveling is where you can wake me up and tell me we go, and I'll tell you we will park from the other end.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, tell me about these girls who probably want to become nurses. Some of them want to become teachers. There are those who want to become accountants. There are those who want to become maybe politicians. I would wish you to talk, and I want you to encourage the youth, how they actually perceive or achieve their goals. Yes.
So probably I'll take it that you want me to talk to this girl child.
Yeah, sure.
Who doesn't know who to become.
Sure.
Or she knows who to become, but she doesn't know how.
Yeah.
So probably we'll start by know what you want in life. Then, even if it's somebody you know you can never be able to reach them, focus and say, I would want to be like that. Because I remember when I was growing up, I used to say I would want to be like Amina Mohammed.
Amina Mohammed, yes.
Oh,
former CS.
Yes.
Yes.
Former CS. I just used to love how she used to carry herself, her demeanor.
Yes.
And I think that gave me the type of a woman I would want to be.
Okay.
You know, you are in politics, but you also have your principle, you have your character,
yes.
you know.
Yes.
So I believe by that you grow and you want, every day you want to, why is Amina, amefanya nini? So actualize what is in your mind through somebody else.
Yes.
Like I always say, even if it's a car I want, I'll say I want this type of a car.
Yes.
Nitaiona kwa barabara. For now I don't have it, but I will even envision myself in that car. So I can tell them, you can become what you want.
Yes.
Anything, even if you ever wanted to be a president. You only begin by believing in yourself. Get to know somebody who can hold your hand, even if it's mentally. Because I would say myself, I got mentally held. not physically, because I never knew I would be in politics.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now, what else do you expect from you? Have you come to an end, or is something else are we expecting from you?
In terms of?
Or that you've not started or you want to start? What more should we expect from you?
There is a lot.
Yes.
There is a lot. I always say every day I wake up with a new idea.
Okay.
Yeah, so apart from being in politics, I believe I'll grow into politics, because after the county MP, maybe one day I become the governor of Kirinyaga County.
Yes.
Then from there, something else.
Yes.
But in terms of maybe helping my community,
yes.
We have the Dozie Foundation.
Okay.
And I want to believe there will be more other foundations that I'll be part of, you know, just to give back to the community.
Yeah.
So a lot is in store, and I believe it will all come into reality.
Oh, wonderful. That's actually a very encouraging statement. Tell us your final closing remark. Yes.
My final closing remark will be: believe in yourself. Don't listen to people's opinion. They may advise you, but the decision is yours to make.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers, thank you very much. I don't know if you just heard from Agnes here. Believe in yourself. Don't listen to other people. Listen to yourself, and you'll make it in life. This is Pep Talk here at CBS News. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Looking for a trusted supplier for all your household hardware needs? Look no further than Competitive Hardware Limited. We provide top quality building materials including cement, all types of iron sheets, paints, PPR and PVC pipes, electric pipes, building grills, BRC and square till in various sizes. Need interior and finishing materials? We've got you covered with gypsum, gypsum rails, marine boards, ceiling boards and tanks of all sizes. For fencing, we stock barbed wire, chain link and wire mesh. And the best part, we offer free countrywide delivery with our fleet of transit trucks and pickups. Your order arrives on time, every time. Visit us in Kitengela along Namanga Highway, opposite 411 stage, or at our branches in Kitisuru and Busia. For enquiries, call us on 020-26-88888 or 0733-666632 or 0721-923248. Competitive Hardware Limited, your reliable hardware supplier.
Join our team at AYTB in partnership with Competitive Manpower. AYTB is seeking qualified candidates for the following positions: Technical Advisor, QA or QC Personnel, Shop Coordinator, Report Organizer, Rotating Equipment Repair Technician, Valve Overhaul Technician, Machining Technician.
Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act fast, opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates. Almarai Company, in collaboration with Competitive Manpower, is urgently hiring for the following exciting roles: Grade 1 mechanics, panel beaters, refrigeration technicians, lead mechanics, diesel plant mechanics, welders, and stainless steel welders. Why apply? This is a free recruitment with no application or placement fees required. Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.